Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. My name is Serafia Mungandjera. On this channel we talk faith, life skills and finances. If you are new here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button so that you become part of our growing family. So thank you so much family for the 1000 subscribers. I do not take it for granted. I take it off for you guys. Thank you so much for your support. Thank you so much for being out there for me. Thank you so much. May God bless you all. In today's video, we are going to talk about the cash envelope system, also known as the cash stuffing. So what is the cash envelope system? The cash envelope system is a budgeting method where you physically allocate money into envelopes for different spending categories. And here is how it works. 5 steps on how the cash envelope system works. Number 1 is create a budget. Like I always tell you guys, I'm a person that loves budget. I have my budget planner here. If you cannot see it well, just see it. You must have your budget. I always create my budget, like I always have my budget in this book every month, and this one will help you now determine how much money do you earn per month. You must know how much money you are earning per month. That is now your budget. Your budget, making the list of all those expenses for your monthly expenses. And yeah, you are identifying what do I spend on every month, and then this is going to help you now with your cash stuffing system. Then number 2 is that label the envelopes. Like here is the envelope, like you see, this is written week 3, which means that this is just coming from the weekly allowances, because my weekly allowances are also part of my budget. Like I allocate money each week of the month. Like every week I have some money that I'm putting in an envelope for that week, just to help me through the month, but maybe I'll talk about that at a later stage. So you label your envelopes, and then like if it is for example for groceries, you put a label there that this one is for groceries, or maybe it is for food, or maybe if it is for utilities. All those categories, you just allocate them, you label them, you put a label, you put the label on the envelope, just like that. And if you are using maybe paper envelopes, you can write just a category there, because you don't have those, you can just write it on that envelope. And then number 3 is allocate the cash. Now, how much money do you intend to put in that envelope? Like for food, maybe you put 1,000 or 1.2, then you put that money in that specific envelope. For utilities, if you are also cash stuffing for your utilities, you also allocate money, that this money, maybe 800 Namibian dollars, is just for the utilities. And then maybe you have your self-care, like I do. I like to have my self-care because my hair must be done, my nails must be done. So those things I must also allocate. How much money is for self-care? Maybe 500. I usually used to put 500, now it reduced to 300. It depends on you. It depends on how much you earn and how much money you intend to put in that specific envelope. And then number 4 is that spend from the envelopes. Why? This is going to help you now. Like when you go in the shop and you know that the money, the envelope that I have, that specific envelope, it is for food. Then I just know that, okay, when I go in this shop, I have 800 in this envelope, and that is what I'm going to spend. I am not going to take my wallet with me. I am only going to take that specific envelope. This is going to help you also when you are buying your things. You must maybe look on those things that are on sale, and also the things that are more important. You cannot just buy things that you did not even plan for, or the things that you don't need. That's why you need to take this envelope, only that cash that you have, to make sure that it is helping you just to stay within your budget and you do not overspend. Yes. Number 5 is stop spending. Number 5 is the final step, like I said, and here is when we stop spending. When the money in that specific envelope is gone, like it is gone, it's finished, then we stop spending. Because there is no more money allocated for that. We finished it. It was only that. It was all we had, and now it is finished. So we stop spending, and then we wait for the next budgeting period, like the next month. That is when we are going to spend. Then, why envelope? Why the cash envelope system? What are the benefits of the cash envelope system? So we have the visualized spending. So at least I know, I see this cash, that okay, this is the money that I am using to buy my food. I am using cash, and I know how the money is going. I am seeing that okay, money is actually going. I'm like, when I am swiping, I don't really see it, and sometimes you don't care. But when you have to give like a lot of money by cash, you are like, okay, I think I spent too much money. So it helps you visualize your cash, like your money. And then, yeah, number 2, it also promotes discipline. You can't overspend in a category once the cash runs out. You cannot, like I said, when you just go in the shop and you know that the money is finished, it was for food, that is all you have. There is no plan B, like I must get my card so that I can swipe. You cannot get your bob card. When you are going to the shop, you do not take your bob card, you only take the envelope, that specific envelope for that thing. If it is your self-care and you want to go do your nails, and maybe the ones that you want is going over, you must be disciplined enough in order for you to say, no, I can only afford to do my nails for $160, and that is how much you are going to spend. The purpose of this is going to help us to just stay within our budget. And then it can also help you with your savings. It can help you with your saving in this in this way, that you are able, when you see your money, like for me, when I do my weekly allowance, especially weekly allowance are so important. If there is anything to cut out of your budget, please do not cut out weekly allowance, because it is so very much important. We need, it's very crucial, we really need it in our budgeting systems. Whatever system that you are using to budget, weekly allowance must be a must. So you can also have now your sinking fund. So what I used to do, like when I do not use all my money, that is allocated for me in that month, maybe in that week I didn't spend much, then you are also motivated to say, okay, each money that is being left from each week, then I'm going to use it to add maybe on my emergency fund, or maybe to start a sinking fund, or to add to the sinking fund, which is for a sinking fund is money. It's a short-term plan. Like you are saving money for the short period, like for December, you create a sinking fund for December, and also for your birthday if you want, if you would like to. I used to do that, but not this year, because this year we are very serious and I'm not going to prioritize on birthdays that much, especially for the one for my son that is fast approaching. I am not gonna do that. Just something simple, but usually I used to even save up to $1,000 which I feel like it's just too much. A cake is, I can just buy something small that he's able to maybe enjoy with 2 friends or 3, or maybe buy a pack of knickknacks that is able to take to school together with sweets. Those things are affordable. They cannot cost me more than 200. At least he's going to share with the friends at school, and then they are going to sing for him, and it is well. It is done. We don't need a big cake each year and we are only two in the house. No, it is unnecessary for me. So, yeah. So, it can help you with that. Number 4 is that mindful spending. It encourages intentional spending. The cash envelope system just encourages this intentional spending that, okay, now I really have to save my money. I have to save for this and that. I cannot just be doing things that I don't even plan for. Even when something happens to come up, you know that no, this money is actually allocated for maybe December money. This is my December money, or maybe there's a wedding, or maybe it is your birthday. You are turning maybe 30 years old and you really want to do something good for yourself, or maybe it is for vacation. You are planning for a vacation somewhere at a nice place, then you must have your savings in place so that when the time comes, you don't have to take out a loan in order for you to do that. It becomes actually easier for you. And then, just as we know that there is nothing good without risks, what are the risks of the cash envelope system? Is that when you carry a lot of cash, you might risk being attacked or being robbed or maybe losing it if you put it in a what, if you put it somewhere where it is not safe, somebody can take it and you might lose your money. So that is the risk that comes with having cash on you, like you have physical cash at hand. Yeah, those are the risks that comes with it. So yeah, we just have to plan our things nicely. I remember last year, was it last year? Last year I just withdrew a lot of money and I went to the shop. I was in Pick and Pay, and this likely a police officer, a colleague police officer came, and then he like just walked with me. He's like, don't carry a lot of cash on you. And I agree with him. I agree with him because it's not safe. You don't know who. Because the problem is that when I just came from the ATM, I just put all the money in my pocket, and I was in uniform because I was at work. And then he saw me, and then we just went together. I don't carry a lot of cash anymore because the money that you are allocating in the envelope shouldn't be a lot, especially just for things that you can pay cash, like you buy your food, you have to buy cash. It's only for food and maybe weekly allowance or maybe your child's pocket money. Those simple things. It's not a lot that even somebody happens to access it. It's not a lot. It's not a lot. So what I did now to avoid me carrying a lot of cash at hand, I just decided to be paying some things off via ETFs. Like, yeah, I pay some of the things just via ETFs. Even the utilities you can also just pay through the bank, through internet banking, and it's much easier and it will avoid you having to carry a lot of cash at hand. So how did this let us talk about the weekly allowance. For those who do not know what weekly allowance is about, weekly allowance is the money that you allocate every week. This is for yourself to avoid you running out of money during the month. You see, sometimes when we do our budget, we budget for everything, and then we are like, okay, for food maybe you budgeted 1.2, 1.5, depending on how many you are in the house, or maybe how big your family is. And then you buy the food, and then what? You find that just after a week, maybe the onions are finished, the tomatoes went bad, and then you will need to replenish these things. What are you going to do? That is when weekly allowance money comes in. So the weekly allowance is the money that you just allocate each and every week for yourself, that in case there is something that you might need to replenish in the house, something urgent that you might need to avoid you going to your savings to in order to service these needs, you just have your weekly allowance ready for those needs, for those things that need to be replenished. And this has really helped me, and up to now, since last year when I started this thing of when I started my financial journey, I've been doing my cash envelope system. Weekly allowance is a must for me. It really helped me. Like, I don't feel broke during the month. Even when I want to eat maybe a takeaway at work, I am good. If I want to eat something, I'm good for that week. Even for transport, because when you plan for transport during the month, like for me, I have a monthly transport that takes me and my son, me to work and my son to school. But there are other things that comes up, like you need to go where you need to go visit your friend. You never made allocations for that, so that is when the weekly allowance is coming in. That for me, I need to go to Connect Tuesday. We do Connect Tuesday with my sisters in Christ, where we meet to do Bible studies, and also for church I need transport, because on weekend, like my monthly transport only includes me going to work and my son going to school and back. We can do other things, like maybe if we are passing by the shops, but only during the week. I don't really want to make my driver becoming it. That one is not included. Going to church, he also has his family, they are going to church. So now it is me. I must allocate that in my weekly allowance, so that on Sunday I don't have to stress, like, no, I'm just at home, I don't have transport to church, but I have that already covered up in the weekly allowance. And also the other thing is that the weekly allowance will also help you just live within your means. You are like, okay, now I can live within my means, because you are not limited as to how much money you need to allocate. You have to go back to your budget and say, okay, where where can I get this money for me to just put? And for me, I put as little as even sometimes 140. Last year I used to put 300, but this year the budget got tighter, so I only put sometimes 200, sometimes 150, for as long as I know that I have money at hand. Even because now I don't even have an envelope for medical, so if I need anything, if anything comes up that needs medical attention, that is the envelope that I also tap into in order for me to service those kind of needs. And this will help me keep my savings. I don't have to go back to my savings. Let them just be there, let them sit, let them grow, and then until the next budgeting period. So yeah, that is it about the monthly or weekly allowance, not monthly but weekly allowance. And also the cash envelope system, for me, I have adopted it since last year. It works wonders. Oh, it is the best thing. I love to carry cash, because what I do, I just take out the envelope for the weekly, and then I'm good to go. Like, you count the weeks, how many weeks are in this month, and then like maybe 4. I'll mostly find 4 to 5 weeks, especially when the payday is on Friday. Hey, you need, even on Wednesday, you need that to allocate for that week, because you might need something within those 2 days before payday. And then you can tap in your envelope. You can even put like $40, just have some cash in there, because you never know what might come up. Or 80 Namibian dollars, depending on how long the days are. If it is on Tuesday, you can put even 80, 50. It is just better. And when you have money, it feels good when you know that, okay, I'm safe in case something comes up. I'm safe. I don't have to go to my savings to withdraw that money, because everything is already covered. It is really a good thing. I hope you find this video helpful, because my aim of sharing is just to, I hope that somebody will get one thing at least that they will run with, in order for them to change their financial life. And a disclaimer here is that I'm not a financial advisor, and my videos do not constitute as financial advice. If you are looking for financial advice, speak to somebody that is registered with NAMFISA. And today I was just with my financial advisor, and I was talking to her about, I was suggesting her coming on here just to share with us these things. Share with us what are the things that we need to do, how to go about our finances, like planning, the life covers, the retirement annuities. And then if you are interested, just comment down below if you would like to have her on here, and I will talk to her in order for us to have her here. And then we will learn more, and we will plan our finances very well. So we have come to the end of this video. Please don't forget to like, comment down below, and also subscribe to the channel so that you become part of our growing family. And it is also a way of showing me support to help the channel grow, and I'll be able to bring more of these things. And yeah, the information that I share here is mostly based on my personal experience. I share my personal finances. I don't have any qualification in that regard, finances or whatsoever. I come from humanities. That is where I specialize, but I decided to just do these things on my own. So yeah, bear with me. Hope you like it. Before we close off, family, if you are in Namibia and maybe you are looking for a cash binder, I have cash binders in stock. I bought them from Shein. You know, they are very expensive. Even now became even more expensive since they don't even include free shipping anymore. Those things are taken away. Please, if you are interested and you want one, just send me an email. They are available and they are selling for 450 Namibian dollars. They come with the envelopes and stickers. They come with envelope stickers and also the budgeting sheets. Like, let me show you how the budgeting sheets look like. Do I even have some? They come with stickers already like this, where you can just take them off and then paste them on the envelope. They come with envelopes and various beautiful stickers. And again, there, I don't think I have that. They come with the budgeting sheets, like the budgeting sheets. They are very nice. You can be using them for your monthly budget. Like if you don't have any book, if you don't have a book like me, like mine are just there waiting. If this book happens to finish, then I'll be using my budgeting sheets. They are very amazing. They are very amazing, already created, easy for you to use. So if you are interested, don't forget to send me an email and then we can take it up from there. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye bye.